Hi guys, as you can see, I'm so ready to ascend and...
Wait, before you continue watching, you might want to stop. I recommend experiencing boss fight firsthand to not spoil your expectations.
Lucifer is the boss of Inferno. This boss has 10 health bars. Each one taken away rewards players with either eternal shards, paragons, or keys to Purgatorio. At the end of the fight you will also receive a boss chest that contains the resources I mentioned before, plus exclusive to Lucifer cosmetic items, if you didn't have them before the fight. On the topic of health bars, let's talk about everything related to it in the fight. Boss has 3 different stages. Transitioning from one stage to another gets boss staggered, which can cancel boss's attacks. You can use it very efficiently, so take notes. First stage, Lucifer has an attack that makes him swing his arms in close range. Second stage starts as soon as you take away 3 health bars of the boss. This stage provides boss with an additional attack. This attack includes rocks that either fall from the sky or create a structure on the ground that needs to be destroyed before it deals damage to players. Third stage starts after you take away 7 health bars. This stage adds an additional new attack. This attack creates a circle around a random player that requires 5 people to stand into it, so the player doesn't receive the damage. Now let's move on to the main attacks. Boss has 3 different attacks. Each one has 2 phases. The first phase is casting, the second one is damage. During casting phase, 3 elites will spawn, and players will need to do certain actions to weaken the attack during damage phase. If you ignore doing these actions, you will receive unblockable, undodgeable, and sometimes life-threatening damage. Boss additionally gains a buff that reduces the received damage by certain percentage and lasts the whole fight. The first main attack I will talk about is Frozen Hate. This attack requires you to break shackles on the hands of Lucifer to grant players safe zones during the damage phase. Breaking one shackle is enough if players know what they are doing. Each shackle destroyed also reduces boss buff efficiency. If you broke shackle on the left during casting phase, you will have safe spots on the left during the damage phase. You get the idea what happens with other scenarios. The second attack is Eternal Sorrow. This attack is the most merciful if you don't prevent it. The attack requires you to break all the tears that appear around the edges. Each tear broken reduces boss buff efficiency. If you broke all the tears before damage phase, boss will attack 3 times with safe spots alternating between top, middle and bottom. The safe spot can't repeat the same position during the attack. If you didn't break all the tiers, you can go to the bottom section and it will hurt you only once. The damage received is so minuscule for most players that I prefer to deal with elites that stacked up and ignore tiers completely. The third attack is Last Betrayal. This attack during casting phase spawns 3 spectral elites, which have to be killed in order to get safe spots during damage phase. These spectral elites replace the usual 3 elites that spawn during casting phase. Each spectral elite killed reduces boss buff efficiency. During damage phase, eyes of the Lucifer will light up, and you have to go to the area where eyes didn't light up. I consider this attack the most beneficial to interrupt by transitioning into next boss stage, because unlike the usual elites, these elites will disappear during boss stagger, which makes you deal much more damage compared to other situations. That's about it on the boss fight with Lucifer. If you have anything to add, leave the comments, smash that like button, and press the bell if you want to see more explanations, tips or tricks you can use in 33 Immortals.